Alexandra right here. She's in the hospital in inpatient recovery. She gets out today. She just had a baby. Her baby's currently staying at her mom's house for a couple days while she gets back because her sister recently moved in with her to help her with her kids because she has 2 kids and then a newborn, well, an infant. She had a postpartum bleed and had to go to the hospital, have surgery. Luckily, she made it. She's in recovery. And if you see that, she just got a divorce. Things have been messy for her, and all her legacy wish was to have a happy family, okay? And I still have the pictures up because this all just recently happened of her ex-husband. So she met this dude and she was in high school. Okay, right there. Look at that picture. They were already in a relationship at this point, and honestly, he's always played in her face. And because she wanted a happy family, because she came from, split parents, a split household, she wanted to have a happy family for her and her kids. So she put up with BS like that, okay? That was them in high school at their prom. And they're in a relationship at this point. Why is he putting his hand in her face like that? And mind you, she's a bad bee, okay? He a little ugly. That's why their kids are a little ugly. So this next upcoming generation is going to be like the first ugly generation that I got. So, is what it is. Anyways, he's always been playing in her face. And what happened, so they were married at this point. Now they're adults, they're young adults, they're no longer teenagers. She did get pregnant as a teenager, which was not my doing. It just kind of happened. And we just decided to go with it, that they were going to be together. And her parents have money because they have a farm and they have money trees. So her parents bought them this lovely house to live in to raise their kids, right? Beautiful. She wanted to live in Solani and join the conservation career, clean up Solani, all that. So they move in, they have their family. She gets pregnant again with him, who I think is going to be the heir. And now with this last baby, and mind you, she's always liked him more than he's liked her. She finds him attractive. He's never found her attractive, even when she's changed up her look to the things that he's liked. He's always dissatisfied with the relationship. Even though their romance as far is full, they go on dates. She's romantic towards him. Mind you, he does have the erratic and gloomy trait. So maybe that plays a part as to why he's always sad, and then he always, be smoking the devil's lettuce to make himself happy. But what happened was they were at the baby shower for this recent baby that she just had. Excuse me. And mind you, she had preeclampsia, so she was already going through it with this pregnancy. She decided she no longer wants to have any more pregnancies. And they were at this baby shower / gender reveal. And then her aunt, her mother's sister, came over and asked her husband in the house while everybody else was outside if he wanted to, woohoo, get to it. And one of the things I do is I use a yes or no picker on my phone when situations like that come up to decide what's going to happen. And it said yes. So I'm like, fuck it. We're going to have him cheat on her with her aunt, mind you. So all that happened. He cheated on her. And then, where'd she just go? Where'd she just... Look at her teleporting. He cheated on her, okay? And she did not find out in the moment. But already I'm like, okay, he cheated on her. Let's make him a bigger D-bag. Because regardless, I'm like, she'll stay with him because she wants to, have a beautiful family for her kids and whatnot. So I'm like, you know what? Let's have him go all out. After that, she has her baby, everything. Her and the baby are back home. It's the weekend. I decide to have him go to the strip club. And while he is there, mind you, they did not have this amount of money. Her sister just turned into a young adult and moved in to help her. And also she just wanted to live in Sulani. And her parents decided it was a good idea because she's a middle child, so she's going to be a problem. To go live with her sister, instead of being lying by herself and being crazy, and her parents sent her to live with her sister to help her out, and also sent them to Nola because they were not so great financially. The conservator career, whatever it's called, does not pay well. So they already were struggling financially to upkeep this beautiful house in Sulani, and their property taxes were coming up. And her husband actually went to the strip club and spent almost $8,000 while he was there, and hooked up with 2 women. Yeah, he hooked up with 2 women, and then he came home, and my sim decided to, try to make the relationship work, but that he needed to go get tested. And I was going to make the relationship work, but then he came home because he did not wrap it up once, and he had gonorrhea, which is not that big of an issue, but he also had HIV. So at that point, sis, he done played at your face so many times, and now he's like risking your health because he did not want to, like, he was just playing in your face. No, so I had her divorce him. I know she still wants a happy family because that's part of the legacy. I'm probably just gonna have to find someone else she can have a happy family with and make sure that they're actually happy. So that is the tea on what's been going on with them. This is her sister. She's been watching the kids. The kids are at like this workout program. He's at basketball. The other one's at, what's she doing? Gymnastics program. So, and mind you, it's been rough for her, my legacy sim, because not only she just had this complication recently. Her kids, like her oldest has ADHD, so she has her complications. And then the middle one, which I think is going to be the error, he has autism, dyslexia. So they've been going to therapy, both of her kids, and it's getting a little pricey for them. So they were struggling financially. Who's calling her while she's in the hospital? Leave me alone. So that's what's been going on. She divorced him, kicked him out. Her sister moved in to help her out, watch her kids, and then she had this postpartum bleed one night. Her sister went with her to the hospital. She had surgery. She's okay now. She should be home today, which her sister is probably gonna be glad because she getting a little tired of watching these kids. And they are back. And it was a lot for her sister. So her sister sent her youngest nephew to go stay with her mom for a bit till she gets back from the hospital because it was a lot. Also, her sister just beat up their aunt because how dare you sleep with the husband? Like what? So her sister had to give her a little, 1-2-1-2 and beat up her aunt, and she also went to her aunt's husband and convinced him to leave her. So now they're separated. So yeah, let me pull up the family tree. And also her aunt is actually dating her cousin, and they're also half sisters, but it's this whole thing. So the aunt is not related to her cousin, because the aunt and their mother are half siblings, and her cousin is actually related to the mother's father or something. So they're not related. Anyways, this is the aunt, right? And this is her, I can't talk, so much going on. This is their mother and their mother's father. So they are half siblings. They have different dads. And the one she's married to is the brother of, her sister's father. A little complicated. So, this is her aunt. Are they still married? Why are they still married? She just convinced them to leave. So I hope the Splitsville, they have 3 kids. I'm gonna have to go in and edit them. Just look at these. I like to go into like the different families every once in a while and see these around and also edit how it looks. But this was the first sim. So here's a little look of the family tree. That's where we're at. And mind you, it's deleted because she actually had 3 kids, but one of her kids unalive and never had kids. And she was like a lesbian anyways, so she also didn't like kids. But she unalived. So it's not showing her anymore. But this is where we're at, and that was a lot of chatting, not a lot of gameplay. I'm sorry. I was just trying to catch up with everything.
Like some Maroc.